Sunday evening from Tacoma, Washington for the finale of MLS Next Pro Match Day 16. It's the Tacoma Defiance looking to keep their unbeaten streak alive as they host North Texas SC. An action-packed day in MLS Next Pro. Let's take a look now at the standings. In the Western Conference, Colorado Rapids FC2 has sat at the top throughout the season, 11-1-4. They've been dominant all season long. However, Tacoma knocking on the door after strong play throughout June into the month of July, including huge wins over Colorado and Austin FC2. They're looking for their fourth straight victory tonight. Meanwhile, North Texas SC a little farther down the table. They're hoping to snap a four-match winless streak this evening. They were so close to beating LAFC2 last weekend, just giving up the equalizer in the 90th minute. Head coach Javier Cano is looking for his players to tighten up in the critical moments of the game. This match tonight going to be a good test. Welcome inside of Starfire Stadium. Thanks for being with us on MLSNextPro.com. I'm Kylan Mills. This is the first meeting of the season between North Texas and Tacoma. The Defiance have one of the top 5 defenses in the Western Conference, conceding just 18 goals. They're coming off a pair of shutouts where the team had great structure, great organization. They were really efficient in their transition attack. Breaking through them is going to be a tough test for North Texas. That's a team that wants to possess and make Tacoma uncomfortable through their high press and finding those moments to hold their line really high. Now let's head to the starting 11 for the home side. Tacoma will come out in a 3-4-3. They've played this the last couple of games out of necessity, but also have found success. 4 changes to the lineup from a week ago. Goalkeeper Jacob Castro starting in place of Andrew Thomas, who started a majority of the matches this season. Midfielders Frank DeRoma and Antonio Herrera earning starts this week, along with forward Aitor Bjorgolfsson. He's a player head coach Wade Weber is looking for to step up. Bjorgolfsson is fast, physical, can finish with both feet, and is good in the air. He's a player to watch in the Tacoma attack. Now look at the starting 11 for the visitors. North Texas SC will come out in a 4-3-3. That's been their typical formation pretty consistently throughout the season. 3 changes to the starting 11. Julian Eystone back in net after Antonio Carrera got the start last game. Tomas Pondeka also starting, and midfielder Hope Avayavuk earns the start after making an impact last match coming off the bench. He had an assist. He's a player with great technical skill, really crafty dynamic in the attack. He's certainly a player to watch in this one. Up top for North Texas. An absolutely gorgeous night in the Seattle area. Appreciate you being with us. Right around 76 degrees, clear sunny skies, a light 4-mile-per-hour breeze as kickoff is just moments away. The head referee on the call this evening, Corbin May, will be leading the officiating crew. Now, these two teams played to 2 ties last season in the inaugural MLS Next Pro season, so one of these two hoping to get the breakthrough in the first official win over their opponent in this matchup this evening. Now the Tacoma Defiance led by head coach Wade Weber. There's the whistle. Kickoff officially underway. Match day 16 coming at you from Washington. On the left side of your screen in the darks, going from left to right is going to be the home side, Tacoma. On the right side of your screen, going to left in the white tops, dark shorts, is North Texas SC. Big ball played forward. Here comes Tacoma looking to get a fast start. Herrera on the ball. A couple of tight passes in the corner. Paul Rothrock. Rothrock sends in a cross, and it's headed in! Appearing to be an own goal in the opening moments. It's a fast start for the home side, looking to make it 4 straight. The Tacoma Defiance go up 1-0. Now this one was tight. That ball coming across, it does look like it hit off the head of North Texas SC's defender. So that's an unfortunate start for the visitors. A 1-0 lead here for Tacoma. Tough start for North Texas, giving up an own goal in the opening moments of this match. Tacoma Defiance looking to continue their hot play. They came into this matchup riding a 5-game unbeaten streak, 3-match win streak to boot. looking to make it 4 in this game, and they have certainly started strong as that big ball is played forward, out of play here on the near side. What a start for the Defiance. Coach Wade Weber got to be happy with his crew. Now, this is a Tacoma team that's come up with a couple of victories leading into this one. Coach Weber said he wasn't entirely happy with the way his team played. He said certainly they're happy with getting the results, but feel like they could have played a little bit better in those matches, just a little bit sharper in terms of their ball movement. Now, in a couple of those matches, this team did play a little bit more conservative than they typically would, maybe sat in more of a middle to low block, played a little bit more compact than usual. Just to close out June, Tacoma Defiance had 3 matches in 8 days, also those matches on the road. As North Texas applies a bit of pressure there to Castro. Clears it up the field. Now here could be a breakthrough once again for the Defiance. Out in space, cross, deflected. Cleared away by North Texas. Good start so far for Tacoma, really coming out on the front foot in this one. They have been transitioning so quickly into their attack, really looking to get the ball up the field, to drive it upfield quickly and with speed. A lot of confidence from this Defiant side, certainly riding their hot winning streak into this one. Now, mid to late June, this Tacoma team did have that tough stretch, but managed to come out with a 2-1 victory over Colorado Rapids FC2, ending their MLS Next Pro record unbeaten streak. That was a huge confidence boost for this Tacoma side to come out, and it was the last game of that tough 8-game stretch, or 8-day stretch rather, where they had 3 games. Coach Weber really just proud of the grit his team showed and the ability to come up with a result in a tough situation. He said they did sit back more than usual. As here comes North Texas looking to get it upfield. They are dispossessed, but whistle blows. It's going to be a kick for the visitors. Now for Tacoma, in that Colorado Rapids FC2 matchup, they did play much more conservative and really put a lot of numbers behind the ball. They really just looked to focus on their transition attack rather than possessing quite as much as they usually would and looking to get upfield as much as they would. They really tucked in and played pretty compact to prevent Colorado from scoring because they were a little bit short on numbers, coming off of 3 straight road matches in 8 days, but they managed to come up with that victory that was just historic in this MLS Next Pro season. North Texas opts to play it short. Vayavu looking to connect on a cross, no one there. Tacoma trying to clear it, it's deflected. Now here comes Vayavu. Some good combination play here from North Texas. Wilson out wide right to Perlaza. Cleared away. Rodriguez now out in space. Slips one forward, beautiful pass. Bjorgolfsson, and the flag is up. That's going to be offsides. A great idea from the Tacoma Defiance. Once again, really good in their transition attack, looking to get the ball upfield quickly, looking to take advantage when North Texas SC is a little bit out of shape, a little bit spread out, and then they've been able to penetrate. The Defiance, so far so good in terms of really getting numbers forward in counterattack situations. That time, just that run a little bit too soon. That one ending up offsides. However, it was a good idea from Bjorgolfsson and Vayavu. Ball out wide right now to North Texas. Or not Vayavu, rather. Bjorgolfsson connecting with one of his own teammates. North Texas now possessing. Big ball sent across. That will go over the end line. Just too much on that one. Now North Texas SC in a little bit of a different situation. Coming off a 2-2 tie against LAFC, they scored a goal to take the lead late, as here could be a dangerous chance for North Texas. Cleared away just off the end line. Some good pressure here from the visitors. They get it back and play quickly. A couple of connections here in the attacking third for North Texas. Gonna swing it around to the right. Santos tries to send it in. Headed up and away. Second ball headed forward by Tacoma. A little passes played here. It will go all the way back to Julian Eystone in net for North Texas. Eystone, a Dallas, Texas native, the 6'6" goalkeeper, is an FC Dallas Academy product, just 17 years old. Big ball played forward once again. That one cleared away over the touchline on the near side. Some pressure from North Texas SC, playing a couple of direct balls here in the last couple moments, really looking to use their speed up top, trying to break through, as they will get the throw here on the near side. Rose tosses it in. Texas will opt to play it back. North Texas is coming off that 2-2 tie where they were just moments away from getting the victory. Pablo Torres scored his first goal of the season in the last 10 minutes of the match. However, North Texas gave up the equalizer in the 90th minute. It was the aftermath of a corner kick, a little ball that just bounced outside of the 18, fell to an LAFC 2 player, and they were able to send it right back into the mix and into the back of the net. So just an unfortunate break for North Texas SC. However, Coach Cano said he felt like his team played well in that game. They should have done enough to win. It's just a matter of playing well, as that ball is taken away by Tacoma. Another good look for North Texas, playing a little bit direct, but really applying pressure on this Tacoma backline, forcing them to clear those balls away. Dangerous pass across the middle. North Texas trying to put Tacoma under. Defiance managed to get it out. Ooh, pretty cut there. Good recovery, but Tacoma comes up with it. Rothrock plays it up the wing. Herrera lofts across high. Trying to touch it just back in to the 18, but it's cleared away. A couple of passes here by the Defiance. Now collected. Pretty ball played up the right wing, but that's a great piece of defending. Really well done there by Alejandro Urzua. Texas SC, one of the leaders of this team, as the flag is up. That's going to be a foul down here on this near corner. North Texas SC throw. There was a little push from behind. A clear whistle on that one. Coach Cano said about his team's recent performances, they have to be better at controlling the key moments of the game. He said this team has just given up too many goals late. He mentioned in 3 of their past 5 ties. Here's some pressure from North Texas. Here comes a chance. Little move in the box, just not quite there for Pablo Torre. He had that 1v1 situation and made a pretty move, but just looked like lost his footing, just not quite able to keep that one in hand. Great look again for North Texas. A couple of these direct balls really been successful. They've been close to getting a breakaway. That one essentially was, unfortunately, just not quite able, Pablo Torre, to stay on his feet. A couple of passes now being swung around for Tacoma. North Texas holding their line high. That's something that Coach Cano mentioned. They're going to look to do, find those moments where they can press and put this Tacoma Defiance team under, make them really uncomfortable in their possession in their back four, and look for those moments where they can possibly dispossess in a dangerous area of the field. North Texas has been really sharp in that press so far tonight. Tacoma still trying to work it out of their defensive third. This is where you see a lot of white jerseys there on the far side. They're trying to just lock them into one side or the other and prevent this Tacoma team from being able to get the ball up the field. They break the press though. Here come the Defiance. Ball goes out wide to Herrera. Herrera cuts it back, plays it across. Brunel holds onto it, but Tacoma does swing it back around. Ball now out on the far side. Rodriguez plays it back down the line. Another cross swung in, headed out towards the touchline. It's going to be a throw coming for the Defiance. No dangerous chances here. Rothrock trying to hold on in the corner, goes down, no whistle. North Texas now in transition. Tacoma still trying to win it back, and they put them under. Well won back there by the Defiance. Now swing it around their back four. A couple of good passes there on that last possession by the Tacoma Defiance. This is a team that really is efficient in terms of their attack. Good ball played forward. Brunel to Rothrock. Trying to connect in the middle. An errant pass, though. One back by North Texas. North Texas with numbers forward. Shot deflected. North Texas sends it wide. Some dangerous moments in the counterattack for North Texas SC. A really good look there as they were able to get numbers up the field. They had a 3v2 situation. The initial, what looked like was a shot attempt, was deflected by the Tacoma Defiance, but fell right out to Hope Avayavu, who tried to fire one, just wasn't on frame. Well, Texas wins it back again. Driving forward, Avayavu has it. A couple of short passes around the midfield. They'll opt to just play it back. Now they hold on. Nice ball across the middle. Played out wide now to Rose. Sean Rose, a little fake, well done. Rose chips it in across the box with his left foot, but it's caught by Castro. Tyshawn Rose, a player to keep an eye on from the outside back position for North Texas SC. Rose has 4 assists on the season because he's so dangerous when he gets up into the attack. Rose has a ton of speed. He's really good out in open space. Great at swinging crosses in. As here's a pretty ball played forward. Rothrock trying to run it down, but it's cleared away. Tacoma will throw it in. Rothrock, short pass, coupled there. Trying to keep it in play, not quite successful. Rothrock, the 5'9" midfielder out of Seattle, Washington, is tied for the second most assists in MLS Next Pro with 5 on the season. Keep an eye on him in terms of being that facilitator in this attack. Certainly is a player who's on the ball quite a bit. Really, really good in his decision making, his passing. As Tacoma will look to come out the other side now. Ball goes all the way back. Out wide, Herrera. Tacoma taking their time. Now this is a team, according to Coach Weber, that does want to possess the ball. They've had to play a little bit more conservative, play with a little bit more numbers behind the ball than usual at points during this last stretch of games, but just because they want to get numbers behind the ball defensively and play in a lower to middle block doesn't necessarily mean that they don't want to possess, according to Coach Weber. He said when they do get the ball, they want to be very patient. They want to be able to swing it around the back. They want to be able to draw teams out and force teams to get out of shape, shift them from side to side to create those openings where they can get forward and penetrate. So Tacoma is a team that you expect to see connect passes, be patient with the ball, similar to North Texas SC as well. A couple of good combinations here. Tacoma back in possession. Some good connections happening just around the middle of the pitch. And this is that patience you look for from the Tacoma Defiance team. Coach Weber wants his team to take advantage of the flanks, to be patient, to swing the ball around and try to force their opponents to get out of shape. As you shift from side to side, it forces the defense to shift from side to side. If they can't do it fast enough, that does create openings in the middle of the pitch or down the opposite flank, and you also can look to overload one side or the other as well. This Tacoma Defiance team, good job in terms of patience here during this particular possession, and there's the chance for North Texas. They win it back. All it takes is just one errant touch. One mistake as the ball's back at Eyestone's feet now for North Texas. He swings it out, but immediately under pressure is the back line for the visitors. Good connections here by this North Texas back line. Well worked around to get out of their defensive third. Now here's a big ball across. North Texas trying to run it down. A strike goes wide. North Texas, once again, good patience in terms of passing it around their back four and being able to work it out of that pressure that Tacoma was applying. But then once they were able to break that first line of pressure to get it up closer to midfield, they looked to play it direct fairly quickly, swinging that big ball across, just looking to get one of their attackers to try to run that one down and win the foot race. So seems that this North Texas team has been playing or wanting to play a little bit more direct when they do get it in their attack, as they've been looking for some breakaway situations. A couple of passes connected here, though, in this moment for North Texas. Rose on it now. Just a little mistouch here on the near side. Throw in coming for the Tacoma Defiance. Just an unlucky bounce, as happens in soccer. Hope of Ayavu. Trying to keep that one in play. Tacoma now with a throw, but well defended here. North Texas doing a good job of marking here on this near side, not giving Tacoma any easy options. And there they're trying to win it back. Scramble in the midfield. Up in the near corner is Tacoma. Ball goes back to Castro. Castro sends it up. Headed away. Tacoma now with a throw. Jacob Castro getting the start in net for the Tacoma Defiance, the Tacoma, Washington native. Earning his third start of the season for the Defiance. Tacoma does have the ball with some space out on that far flank. Castro comes in with a 1.5 goals against average. He's made 7 saves, an 80% save percentage heading into tonight. He signed as a homegrown player in December of 2022, and there's a shot fired wide. Antonio Herrera with a little scissors move, a quick piece of skill from the midfielder. Just unfortunately over-rotated a little bit with his hips as he looked to take that shot. The great double scissors there, really quick feet by Herrera. He does just enough to get some space away from Tyshawn Rose to where he can fire that shot. Just over-rotated his hips a little bit while he was striking with that left foot, so he sent it just off frame here on this near side. It was a great piece of skill leading up to the shot. Just got to try to adjust a tiny bit to get that one on frame. Texas looking to win it back. Well-timed slide tackle, no whistle. Then a push from behind from Tacoma. It's going to be a whistle and a throw coming from North Texas SC. North Texas opts to play it in quick on the ground. So they'll look to go back and possess. Henri Santos on the ball, trying to send it wide, dispossessed. Rothrock collects. Rothrock plays one down, attempting to connect in the corner. Definitely a little push there from Bjorgolfsson rather. Maitor Bjorgolfsson, the 6'3" forward out of Norway, a big physical presence, really fast, a physical player up top. He's actually a player that Coach Weber identified as being someone he's looking for to step up in this match. He said he wants to see just a little bit more from Bjorgolfsson. Coach Weber said that this is a player who has all the tools to be successful, just hasn't quite been able to put it all together this season. But he's a player that has a lot of potential, and that this Defiance team is going to really want to step up down the stretch of the season. He scored 2 goals, 1 assist, but Coach Weber is really confident those numbers can get even higher as this season goes on. Bjorgolfsson earning his 8th start of the season, and this matchup was drafted by the Sounders 38th overall in the 2023 MLS Super Draft before being signed to an MLS Next Pro contract. Now here's North Texas coming on the near side. There's a shot fired well over the frame. Good look there for North Texas SC. Well worked ball up into that corner, and then nice little flick. Unfortunately, that shot just well off frame. Tacoma now back in possession. Ball played back to Castro. Out wide to Herrera. Herrera under pressure, well won back. Set back up. Battling are both teams around midfield. Whistle blows. It's going to be a kick for the Tacoma Defiance. Good battle there by Rothrock. Did a good job of using his body to shield and to force North Texas SC to commit a foul. Now here comes Tacoma going the other way. Rothrock, player who competed in MLS Next Pro last season with Toronto FC2, scored 8 goals in 2022. signed by the Defiance to an MLS Next Pro contract in January. Has had 2 goals, 5 assists this season, earning his 11th start of the season this evening, but a player who has been super important to this group, considered one of the leaders of this group according to his teammates. Talking with, there's a tough play there at midfield. Now here comes Tacoma, ball slotted forward to Rothrock. Cleared, but still in the danger zone for North Texas. A little push here on the near side, no whistle. It's going to be North Texas SC throw. Down here on the near side, Tyshawn Rose will take the throw. North Texas going to have to do something to work it out of this corner. A lot of numbers for the Tacoma Defiance. Bjorgolfsson just not able to keep that one under control, goes out of bounds. But look at all the numbers here in this corner for the Tacoma Defiance. They don't want to let North Texas out of this area because it's so tough defensively to work it out of one of your defensive corners just with passing when you do have so many of those attacking players just surrounding you. Bjorgolfsson touches it back. Herrera, dispossessed, trying to collect his Torre. And here comes North Texas. Rose trying to work it out of traffic, but it's won back by the Defiance. All the way back to Castro. Castro has to play it big. Both teams battling around midfield. It's won by the Defiance, but an errant pass by Bjorgolfsson, won back by North Texas SC. Pretty ball flicked forward. Rothrock trying to run on. Rothrock, chip! And it's in goal! It's a second for the Tacoma Defiance, while Rothrock puts his team up 2-0. The Tacoma Defiance have not let up the pressure one bit. It's a good challenge there in the midfield, then just great vision on this ball played forward. Rothrock does an excellent job of just beating Tyshawn Rose to that ball, gets that touch to flick it over the head of Julian Eyestone, and then it just bounces in just in time before Rose is able to clear it off that goal line. A good piece of skill, good piece of composure, exactly what you expect from one of the leaders of this Tacoma Defiance team. Now the lead is doubled for the home side. A tough hole now for North Texas SC, trailing by 2 here in the 25th minute. They've had some moments of danger, though, certainly have shown some signs that they could put one in the back of the net. Now, in terms of overall shots, North Texas SC has taken more, 4-2 so far in this matchup. Another tough battle at midfield. The Tacoma Defiance win it back. However, in terms of the possession, Tacoma has been dominating in that regard. Just under 65% possession so far for the Defiance. So North Texas SC been able to create some chances and be efficient in their attack, although not necessarily possessing the ball a ton. But efficiency in the attack is exactly what's led this Defiance team to be so successful during this last run. Rothrock with space here on the near side. A 1-2 touch passing there. Well done by Tacoma. Defiance will stay patient, swing it all the way back to Hal Udritz. Cross sent in by Herrera. Headed. Second ball challenge. North Texas comes up with it. Missed touch there. Tacoma has it back. A couple of good one-touch passes there on the far side. Good work by this Defiance midfield. So far, really controlling the tempo of this game. Tacoma's been doing an excellent job of staying patient when working it around their back four, or three rather. Been doing an excellent job when working around their midfield. A couple of good 1-2 touch passing. They've done a good job of really taking advantage of space, exploiting space when they're able to get forward. Just overall some good decision making from this Tacoma Defiance team here through the first 27. Now see the line high for North Texas SC. When you do hold that line high and press, you cannot let your opponents get it out, because if they do, they have the potential to get numbers forward, and that's exactly what's happening here. The Defiance. Ball out to Herrera. Herrera gets it back. Good piece of defending there by Rose. Tyshawn Rose with good anticipation, good job using his body to get in between that little give and go pass. Certainly a strong individual defender who also has those offensive skills that make him such a threat from the outside back position. Now Tacoma, though, back in control in the driver's seat. They'll just continue to stay patient, work the ball around. A couple of good passes. Ball's back out wide to Rothrock. Rothrock has so much space out here. He cuts middle. Great ball played for Bjorgolfsson. Keeps it in play. Herrera. Back to Brunel. He'll play it back one more. Good job by North Texas to prevent that goal there from Bjorgolfsson, as he was getting just to the edge of the 6 there with that ball. Tacoma looking for the opening. Rodriguez, there is a push on the far side. Whistle blows. It's going to be a kick coming for the Defiance. Now this Defiance team coming in really hot. 3 straight wins, unbeaten in 5 matches. One thing to note about their attacking efficiency: they fired the second fewest shots in the league, the fewest shots on goal, have taken the second fewest corner kicks, yet they've scored 26 goals, which is top 6 in the Western Conference. That tells you that this is an attack that's super efficient. These players are making great decisions, and that they've been clinical in and around the 18. They've been able to produce goals without a ton of chances, and that's something that Coach Weber has talked about is key for this group. He doesn't want his team to rely on a volume of shots to score. He wants his team to look to create those quality chances and then to be clinical in their finishing. That's exactly what this Tacoma Defiance team has been able to execute during this hot streak. Rothrock with space on the right side. Thought about firing. Opts to stay patient. Herrera steps on it. Bjorgolfsson, good hold-up play. Brings it back out to Herrera. Ball slotted forward. One back by North Texas. Boxed in a corner, though, is Rose. Rose and Rothrock mixing it up. Throw in for North Texas. Now this is an area where they've had a tough time getting the ball out, as Tacoma's really trying to force them in here on this side. Ball one back, Herrera. Oh, and a miss. A rare miss from Rodriguez, as he had that ball land right at his feet inside the 18. That looked like that was set up to be a goal for Tacoma. And that's exactly where North Texas SC has to be super careful when trying to work it out of their defensive third. That's so tough on a throw-in on that near corner to be able to successfully work that ball up on the ground. It's almost one where I feel like you've got that throw in that far corner, just look to send it up the field and out of pressure. That's the second time where this North Texas SC team on that near corner with a throw deep in their defensive third has tried to play it short, tried to pass it out of that little corner area when Tacoma has so many numbers forward boxing them in, and they've been unsuccessful. They've been dispossessed, and the Defiance are in a great position to just cross one in and have a look on goal. North Texas SC on those throws really could just send it long and just try to get it out of pressure as quickly as possible. A dangerous chance there on that last one for the Tacoma Defiance, as that one just bounced across the box to an unmarked Bradilio Rodriguez, who just unfortunately swung and missed. Crossing in, North Texas fires, and it's just wide. A great look for North Texas SC, a couple of combinations out there on that far side. This is a beautiful ball played forward and a great run that's well timed. The ball slotted across on the ground, a little bit of a bounce, but placed really well for Tomas Pondeka to just run onto it and take that one-time finish. He did well to keep it on the ground and keep it low. Just the hips were a little bit off target, swung a little bit towards that right side, and unfortunately couldn't quite keep it on frame for North Texas SC. But a goal before half certainly would be a big boost for the visitors. Now here's Herrera. Rothrock. Rothrock sends in a beautiful cross. Whistle blows though, so that's going to be going the other direction, North Texas SC kick. It gave shades of the first goal, the opener in the first minute of the match for the Tacoma Defiance as that cross was sent in. North Texas SC had a couple of defenders who were running at goal, and that's just such a tough situation to handle for a defender. You've got a ball coming in on the cross in the air, and you're running at your own goal, yet you have to try to somehow redirect it away from goal when your body is facing your own net. That's just really tough to do in terms of your positioning, which is exactly what led to that opening own goal that put the Tacoma Defiance up 1-0. Ball played up on the right flank. Tons of space for North Texas. Here come the visitors. There's a shot sent across just wide. North Texas SC turning up the heat here in this first half. The second shot in the last couple moments, it's just gone wide, but a really good chance. North Texas SC finding a lot of space out there on that right flank. This is a good ball played forward, and then Pablo Torre does a good job to just get his hips around it and try to get that ball on frame. Unfortunately, it just sends it a little bit wide, but did well to keep it low and away. Flag is up, and that one's going to be an offsides call on Tacoma. North Texas will get the kick. But lots of space in those last couple possessions for North Texas SC on that right flank. They've certainly had quite a bit of success when they're able to get the ball out there. Now can North Texas try to cut the lead in half here before the first half whistle. Stepping on it is Manuel Caicedo. Play it back amongst their back four. Whistle blows. It's going to be a kick coming for the Tacoma Defiance. Tacoma back in possession, leading by 2 here with just about 10 minutes to go here in the first half at Starfire Stadium, and a strong start for the home side. North Texas now working it around. Up to Santos. Working around their back four. Good touch there with the left foot by Rose. Now, Rose is a player who Coach Kano is really excited about, but he said he had a great conversation with him last week and really just wants him to try to play to his strengths, not be afraid to use his speed, get out in space when he can, and just to be confident with the ball. Nice ball chipped forward. Good touch there by Garcia. Good pressure on this near side by North Texas SC. They'll get the throw. Texas will opt to play it back to Caicedo. Plays it across to Santos. Big ball, no one there to connect. Good challenge here from Rose. Tough challenge here at the middle of the pitch. Whistle blows as players from both teams go down. There is going to be a yellow card delivered. It looks like it's going to Paul Rothrock for Tacoma. Yellow card officially delivered, the first one of the match. Given to Paul Rothrock as North Texas will take the kick. Now watch the contact here as number 35 in black slides, catching the leg of Teo Ferreira for North Texas SC. That slide coming from behind in addition to the leg contact, no touch on the ball. That's what results in a yellow card for that excessive contact. Now a chance coming here for North Texas SC. Avayavu taking the kick. Avayavu tries to chip it towards the far side of the box. Tacoma gets a touch on it, but it is going to be a North Texas SC throw. North Texas in this matchup looking to snap a 4-match winless streak. They have had a couple of ties during that time, but have not won since a 2-0 win over the LA Galaxy 2 back in June. A couple of connections there on the far side. Good passing by North Texas. And they swing it all the way around. Rose. Rose sends it in the box. A high ball over the end line. No problems there for the Tacoma Defiance goalkeeper. Now, Coach Kano mentioned that 3 of the 5 more recent ties for his team, they've given up the equalizer in late minutes of the game. He said that last game when his team was up a goal late in the game, they went down into more of a low block, packed it in a little bit. He said maybe we should have kept pressing, kept pushing. He said one of the biggest things though is that his team is rushing, getting a little nervous when the victory is close and sometimes making bad decisions. He also said they just need the confidence to close out games. Totally different situation now coming in this one. They're trailing by 2. They're going to have to come up with a late push and really play aggressive late in this game and throughout this game. But North Texas SC is really going to have to look to hold their line high. And when they do, and they do press high, they cannot let Tacoma work the ball out. Because if they do break that first line of pressure, there's going to be openings in the middle of the field because North Texas is holding their line so high. Now here's a shot into the hands of Jacob Castro. Castro redistributes quickly. Tacoma now looking for a transition moment of their own. Jorgelson, good move. Somehow gets it away from 2 defenders. Pass just a little too slow, so the tackle made by North Texas SC. Now here comes Rodriguez. Rodriguez sends it across, the header on goal. Oh, what a save! What a save by the North Texas SC keeper, Julian Eystone. A great cross played in by Braudilio Rodriguez for the Tacoma Defiance. Then Paul Rothrock was there ready to finish it, headed it on frame from point-blank range. Just excellent reaction time by Julian Eystone. In addition to just putting that arm out, doing exactly what he needed to do. Great anticipation, good explosion on the jump. Just really well done by the North Texas SC keeper. Eystone coming into this matchup, the Dallas, Texas native, with a 1.29 goals against average, as here comes North Texas in their attack. Nice cut. Ball slotted across, but read well by Tacoma. They'll send it back out. Good idea there by Diego Garcia. A couple of nice cuts, really good with the ball at his feet, and then just looking to slot that ball forward to a teammate. Unfortunately, just two Defiance defenders there ready to read it well. Now, this was just great work by Bardilio Rodriguez, sticking with the play. It's a great cross played in, and an even better run by Paul Rothrock, who reads the ball well out the air, puts a lot of force on that header as well from just outside the 6, but the reaction time, the explosion on the jump, everything Julian Eystone did was just clinical between the pipes. A beautiful save for the North Texas SC keeper. Eystone coming in with 1.29 goals against average, has made 27 saves on the season. This is his 8th start of the season for North Texas SC, an FC Dallas Academy product. Just 17 years old, is committed to play at Duke University. Has played with the US U17 national team. Also, he did get quite a bit of playing time while Antonio Herrera, who typically has been, or Carrera rather, who has been the lead starter, played with the U20 in the U20 World Cup. Eystone did get a number of saves, and matches started throughout the month of May. Late May into June, while that U20 World Cup was going on. He had a 75% save percentage at the time, but is a player who has a ton of experience with this North Texas SC team, so good to see him getting the start. Rodriguez, though, Tacoma dispossesses, whistle blows, yellow card issued. The second one of the match, this time delivered to North Texas SC. This portion of the match is brought to you by Providence Swedish, official healthcare partner of Seattle Sounders FC and Tacoma Defiance. Free kick coming for Tacoma Defiance as they look to make it 3 here just before the first half break. Yellow was handed, by the way, to Teo Ferreira for North Texas SC. Rothrock with tons of time and space out on the right side. He'll cut middle. Rothrock plays it across. Vargas. Not Vargas, DeRoma rather. Dispossessed though by North Texas. Great read. Speaking of DeRoma, just does it all. Box-to-box midfielder you're looking for. Now Herrera. A couple of scissors moves, cuts middle. Sends it across to Rodriguez. Rodriguez just trying to connect with that little ball threaded between the defenders, but it goes over the end line. It's just the connection on the timing of the run and the ball played wasn't quite there. North Texas SC opts to play it short as we're just approaching the closing moments of the first half here at Starfire Stadium. It has been a fun first 45. Tacoma jumping out with the goal in the opening moments. Jorgolfsson wins the ball back, sends it across. Deflected towards the touchline. Just 1 minute of stoppage time added on here. So not much time remaining in this first half. North Texas SC with just a couple seconds remaining to try to cut down this lead. Good passes here in the midfield. Good connection. Ball goes back to Perlaza. The native of Colombia, signed in January on loan from Atlético Nacional through the 2023 season. All on the right flank, but Tacoma is doing a good job defending out there. Defiance header forward. Ball bouncing into the 18. Castro lands on it. He'll take his time. Just a couple seconds remain here in this first half. Castro, the homegrown player signing, signed in December of 2022, joined the Sounders Academy in 2017. State selection in high school in Tacoma, Washington. Also as wide receiver on his football team as well. There is the whistle indicating the first 45 officially in the books. Our score at the half is Tacoma Defiance 2, North Texas SC 0 from Starfire Sports Park. The classic fan favorite from 2001, Goalie Wars, is back, and we can't wait to tell you all about it at the MLS All-Star Skills Challenge presented by AT&T 5G. On Tuesday, July 18th, 4 MLS Next Pro goalkeepers will face off in a head-to-head single elimination tournament. In each 90-second round, goalies must defend their net while trying to score on the opponent by kick, throw, or drop kick. You won't want to miss it. Here are the goalkeepers selected for action.
Shaking hands, and it starts first, goes for the arm. Look at Zach.
A special save for Damian Loss.
He gets the dummy, the look, no look.
Arvalo cannot get it past Martino, who gets a second save.
Sliding it through, Osorio, forward balls here for Nessie! Brilliant save by Walker.
And starts first, goes.
Handy's open, good save, Valdez.
Such a fun competition. Really looking forward to that on Tuesday, July 18th. A lot of fun happening here in Tacoma, Washington. The Tacoma Defiance lead 2-0 at the half. Now, one team scored a season-best 7 goals. 2 matches went 0-0. We saw lots of weather delays and one match that went to round 10 in the shootout. Plus, an MLS signing milestone. Just your usual week in MLS Next Pro action. Michelle and Samara have it all in the Match Day Rewind.
Match Day 15 gave us more than we could even ask for. Samara and I are here with the biggest moments from this week in MLS Next Pro.
One of the most noteworthy moments was a new record being set for most goal scorers in a single match. Sporting KC2 had 7 players scoring a goal in their 7-1 wipeout over Whitecaps FC2. Also setting the highest goal scoring total in the 2023 MLS Next Pro campaign to date. There were so many goals that the feat caught Coach Benny Feilhaber by surprise. He did have a favorite one though.
I actually didn't even realize that. I guess I'll take the Draper goal. I think it was the last goal was really good, where we had pretty high press. I think that was in maybe 80th minute, 85th minute, late in the game, where we pressed them. We created an opportunity to steal it. Lucas read it really well, and then was able to kind of scoot around a couple of guys and deliver a really good cross to the back post, where we had the opposite winger making that run, which we talk about in training. So one of my favorites. I can't remember all of them right now.
And while there weren't nearly as many goals, the lone one in Rapids 2 game against St. Louis City 2 was just as meaningful. After being sidelined by injury on May 31st, Remy Cabral made his super sub hero return, scoring the only goal of the game to keep Rapids 2 perfect on the road. In the 81st minute, Cabral broke the deadlock off a perfect pass from Yosuke Hanya, earning his 5th goal of the season and proving his time away didn't slow down his ability to find the back of the net.
Speaking of meaningful goals, Crown Legacy FC's Joao Pedro had one of his own. The 20-year-old lifted his team to a stoppage time victory thanks to a very well taken penalty kick, which happened to be his first goal of the season. Pedro also came in clutch, delivering an assist to teammate David Pareba for the equalizer. The comeback win keeps the North Carolina team in control of the East for another week.
And in addition to all the action on the field, MLS Next Pro reached a milestone off of it. Vancouver Whitecaps' signing of Levante Johnson to a first-team contract marked the 50th MLS Next Pro player to sign with their first team. Just a year and a half into the league's existence, and the pathway to pro is alive and well. From the very first, Noah Allen signing with Inter Miami on March 11th of last year, to Johnson marking us halfway to 100, things are only getting started.
With July coming in on a hot start, we can't wait to see what Matchday 15 brings. We'll see you back here next weekend with everything that stood out.
So much exciting action across MLS Next Pro play. Now, one player had a hat trick and one team had 5 assists. What were the week's best performances? We head to the spotlight to find out now.
Matchday 15 saw another very deserving group of guys take the spotlight, starting with your MLS Next rising star, Union 2's Luciano Sanchez. The 18-year-old's game-clinching goal took place just 26 minutes into his appearance off the bench. Thanks to a heads-up pass by Boubacar Diallo, Sanchez was led to a 1v1 situation, outmaneuvered an oncoming defender, and then slipped the ball past the keeper for Union 2's 3rd goal of the match. It also marked his 3rd goal of the season and his first Rising Star honor. For Minnesota United FC2's Cameron Lacey, a first professional hat trick will do the trick to earn him his first MLS Next Pro Player of the Week honor. The 22-year-old striker's first goal came by way of PK in stoppage time of the first half, before he went on to earn a brace in the second. In one match, he doubled his goal total for the year and helped his team return the favor to Timbers 2, who just put 4 on them to open June. But according to the hat trick hero, this performance is only going to propel them further.
And the sky's the limit for this group. It's a super talented group, super talented coaching staff, and super talented club. So this club can go to the sky. The sky's the limit.
Well, if the sky's the limit for them, the top corner of the box is the limit for Charlie Ostrom's best goal of Matchday 15. The Fire 2 forward with a one-touch bender, as a defender came on, sailed this one to the top right corner of the box. It not only earned him best goal of the match day, it also marked a brace performance for the 23-year-old, helping Fire 2 and Crew 2's 4-game unbeaten streak and handing them their second 2-goal defeat in just as many matchups. In rounding us out for Matchday 15, the team honor could really only go to one group, Sporting Kansas City 2. The team's 7 different goal scorers were helped out by 5 assists. That also marks the most by a single team on the match day. The offensive output helped SKC2 top the leader of the Pacific Division and moves them into a tie for 5th alongside Orlando City B and Union 2 for most goals on the season with 30. Each week, these guys give us spotlight-worthy performances. Can't wait to see what they do for Matchday 16.
Next week, we will see the debut of the MLS Next Pro version of El Tráfico. Nicole Beckelman has more.
One of the most heated rivalries in Major League Soccer is making its way to MLS Next Pro. Players, coaches, and fans from each organization understand the significance of coming out victorious in this match. On July 12th, LAFC 2 and LA Galaxy 2 will clash in MLS Next Pro's first ever edition of El Tráfico.
And it in! The second goal for LA.
Now a shot to the R level.
Long attempt. Oh my! Male he blocks it home.
Dispossessed. It's a chance and it's a goal!
So Adam, you grew up in LA. You're quite familiar with the rivalry between these two teams. How would you describe El Tráfico?
It's the biggest rivalry there is in Major League Soccer. Every game between the two is just a huge battle from the U12s all the way to the senior team.
From inside, it's a special game. They are here to take what we have, what we are 5 championships. So it's a special game, it's different. It doesn't matter the position that you are, if you're in first place, last place. Those games are the games that you don't want to lose.
It has been always like a very important game, not only for the players, for the organization, and it's something when we can just see that rivalry that we built like at the beginning of the club in 2018, that is growing and growing and growing. No, at the end, I think that is very good for the game. It's very good for the city, and I think that at the end, it's also very good for the players that have the opportunity to experience a really big game here in LA.
You got 2 teams in one city competing, wanting to be crowned the best team in LA. It doesn't get any bigger than that.
Lamar throwing his body in, it's going to fall for Ibrahimovic! Oh, come on! Come on!
When you step out on that pitch on July 12th, what are you going to bring to help your team win this thing?
For sure, more fire than any game before. Fierceness and just give it all on the pitch that day. We're a lot stronger together. There's a saying that goes, alone you go faster, but together you go further. And I believe that if we play together as a team and everyone does their job, we could come out winning this thing.
You played in a lot of rivalry games, but why is this match different?
I think it's the first game. The last time, it's all stay for history, if we can say like that. Is the team that's gonna win, the guy that's gonna score the first goal in the MLS Next Pro, El Tráfico. Maybe it's the first PK save. All this, it's stats, it stays for the history. I think the players have a chance to do it. And maybe in 10 years, we're gonna go back to the first El Tráfico, this player scored that goal, so they can have their name in the history of the soccer or the El Tráfico. So it's important. It's good, and they have to understand that.
We were just the new team stepping into their territory. I think that is making it a bit special too, okay? Because we have always that desire just to win, but also to compete and to show them that right now we are just coming, just not only just for a few months, we are coming here just to stay.
Oh my goodness! LAFC2 comes up with a moment of brilliance.
You actually played in an El Tráfico match in 2021. Give me all the details of that moment in your career.
It was a surreal moment. It was kind of a pinch me moment, like you don't really think about these moments when you're living it. It kind of becomes normal to us because we do this every single day. But like once you sit down and really think about it, it's just crazy, Like I remember after the game, one of my boys called me and he was like, "Bro, you literally just got subbed off El Tráfico. Like, how do you feel?" And I was just like, bro, it's crazy, But it was just a dream come true. I'm blessed and thank God, it happened here in front of my family and my friends,
I've only played against the Galaxy twice. Once my U17 season, which I was dropped down for, and then obviously I played in the Open Cup against the first team. And just every game I'm willing to let's say, die on the pitch for just to get that dub.
What would winning this match mean to you?
Winning this match would mean a lot to not just me, but to all the fans and all the supporters and all the people that believe in us.
It's more than just positions and standings in this league. It's between us two, the team.
I want to go home feeling like we did something good, and make everybody proud of us. And I want to make every ex-Galaxy fan feel that they made the wrong decision by choosing our rival.
It's just a huge rivalry, so I think winning in no matter whichever age group is just super important.
I'm ready to win and ready to do whatever it takes to come out on top.
You have to die for this badge, and you have to die for the city, and we have to win this game.
So many great matchups coming up in the next week. That El Tráfico MLS Next Pro version between Galaxy 2 and LAFC 2 coming up on Wednesday with a late 10 p.m. Eastern Time kick. A couple of other great matchups ahead. Looking forward to Timbers 2 and Vancouver Whitecaps FC 2. That match being played on Saturday. A ton more to come in MLS Next Pro throughout the season. A ton more to come here in the second half, but first let's take a look back at the best moments from the first 45 between the Tacoma Defiance and North Texas SC2. In the opening moment, a dangerous cross set in by Paul Rothrock ends up being headed into goal, in an own goal situation, so the Defiance take that early lead. Now here, this diagonal ball played forward, beautifully done. Then Rothrock does an excellent job to just use his body to beat his defender. He's able to body Rose off the ball, get that touch before Eyestone is able to get there, flicks it over his head. Just a great piece of work, great job of using his body. Just a high work rate goal on that one from Paul Rothrock. That's his third of the season. That put the Tacoma Defiance up 2-0 in the 23rd minute. Now they'll look to close this out in the second 45. Well, North Texas SC is going to look to cut this lead quickly to hope for a late push and a possible equalizer. Now looking up and down the stats, you wouldn't be able to tell necessarily that Tacoma Defiance are up 2-0 because North Texas SC has taken more shots. 9-3 edge for the visitors in terms of shots now. Tacoma has at the edge in shots on target, 2-1. But kind of crazy to think that the Defiance have taken 3 shots, 2 of them have gone in. This is a team that always is very efficient in terms of their attack. Tonight has been no different. Now going down the line though, it's also North Texas SC that's had more final third entry passes, so that means they've gotten it into their attacking third more often than Tacoma has. However, the Defiance have possessed the ball more. More than 58.5% of the time, the Tacoma Defiance have had the ball in their possession. They've done a good job in terms of their patience, working the ball around the back, working it amongst their midfield. They had some good passing combination play in certain moments, and they were able to capitalize better on their chances. That really has been the difference through the first 45. North Texas SC has looked dangerous numerous times. They pressed and had a couple of good shots there late in the half. They just haven't been able to be quite as clinical in that final touch. So certainly still a game here in the second 45. North Texas SC is not a team that is going to give up, and they certainly have enough firepower to come back and equalize if they execute the way that they want to. A couple of substitutions being made here in the second half. Second half officially underway. North Texas SC with possession. A couple substitutions made, as I just mentioned. The Tacoma Defiance inserting Gio Miglietti into play, and it looks like he's going to be playing. Oh, there's a little deflection there. It looks like he's going to be playing up top, which is interesting. Miglietti replaces Aitor Bjorkolfsson, who was playing up at that 9 spot in the first half. Now Miglietti is a 6-foot defender out of Hawthorne, California. Has played in 13 matches on the season, produced 3 goals and 2 assists, so certainly a player who can make an impact in the attack. As Tacoma's dispossessed there on the far side, nice little touch. North Texas trying to get it out of their defensive third, but it goes out of bounds for their throw. Miglietti is one of the more veteran players on this Tacoma team as well, 23 years old, joined the Sounders FC Academy in 2017.
North Texas made a couple of substitutions.
Played with the Sounders for quite some time in their academy system, and then also has competed with Defiance last season. Now he is a 2-time All Pac-12 honoree, playing at University of Washington, had 19 goals and 17 assists in a very successful career, as this ball is cleared upfield. Ball coming up here down the left flank. Rodriguez has it. Rodriguez towards the end line, trying to cut back. Well defended by Urzua. Texas trying to get it out. Well, one back by the Defiance. They'll now look to try to work it out of their defensive third. Big ball played forward here. Well won, well brought down by Diego Garcia as he plays it out the other side. This North Texas SC team making a couple substitutions of their own, one to keep an eye on. Carl Sainty has entered the match, a player who has just returned a couple of passes, that one just a little too long. Tough collision here, though, on the near side just before that ball goes over the end line. A flag is up, so that looks like it's going to be a kick for the Defiance on that little push on the back. Now, Carl Sainty is a player returning for North Texas SC who had been an impact player through the first part of the season, starting 8 matches, playing in 10 heading into tonight. However, he has been away for about the last month and change. This is his first game back since June 4th after being called up to join the Haitian national team. He joined the national team camp in early June and made the roster for the Gold Cup, so he has been representing his country. In fact, had quite a bit of success, started in 3 matches for Haiti. Unfortunately, the team went 1-2. They were eliminated in the Gold Cup, but still just awesome to see a young player, 20 years old, competing for North Texas SC, getting that type of experience at the international level as this ball is cleared away. Both teams trying to win it here right around the middle of the pitch. Nice piece of defending, really well done by Snyder Brunel, the 16-year-old academy player, showing some firepower and certainly plenty of physicality for a teenager playing in that 6 role for the Tacoma Defiance. Really just a hard-fought battle there on that last challenge. She's a scrappy player there, covers a lot of ground, works hard defensively, and a player who has earned these couple of starts for this Tacoma team as the Defiance work the ball around. One back by North Texas. Nice defensive work there by Andre Costa, who is the 3rd sub between the 2 teams who did enter the pitch at halftime. Andre Costa. Challenge here from Tacoma, trying to dispossess North Texas, but the visitors bring it back under control. A couple of passes connected. Urzua will play it all the way back. Texas working it around their back 4. Big ball sent across. Nice step. Tacoma now, oh, the connection just not quite there. Ball kept in play. Icestone has it though. Good reaction there by the North Texas SC keeper. Right idea though, as Travian Sousa was trying to run that one down. Now here comes Tacoma, or comes North Texas rather. Perlaza. Good connection. Pondeka sends it across, caught by Castro. Ball immediately sent out. Now Tacoma will look to get it going on that far side. Good patience here. Roma. Push there at the midfield as Rodriguez was trying to get it under control. Kick coming for the Defiance. Roma. Frank DeRoma, California native, the 5'3" midfielder, been a huge piece for this Tacoma Defiance team throughout the season. Earning his 12th start of the season tonight, signed an MLS Next Pro contract back in January of this year. Now, he did play for the Las Vegas Lights prior to this, competing in the USL Championship League in both 2021 and 2022. Also played 1 season for CSU San Bernardino. Scored 4 goals, had 5 assists, 19 games played. Was the freshman of the year and an all-CCAA first team selection and an all-region first team selection as well. In addition to being named an All-American, you can certainly see why. DeRoma is another player who's that box-to-box midfielder, really good, calm on the ball, makes good decisions, is involved in a lot of facilitating, a lot of the connecting between the back line, the midfield, and the attack. He's that connector that you're looking for in the center midfield. North Texas winning it back here. Bad pass. Rodriguez has it now. Numbers coming forward. Rodriguez plays a beautiful ball across, second cross, and it's in the back of the net. There it is, the Tacoma Defiance make it 3 in the 53rd minute. Now, it was a ball won by Rodriguez and an errant pass made by North Texas SC, but then he slots that one across beautifully to Sousa, who's making the run at the right time, puts that ball exactly where it needs to be, across the box and into the mix. Really well done by Travian Sousa to run that one down, and a really well played ball from Braudilio Rodriguez, who slotted that one forward. It was the build-up play there that was elite. Then just a couple of players running in the right place at the right time, able to force that one through. Now that goal did last touch North Texas SC. Tacoma Defiance with a major breakthrough in this matchup. They've had a couple of close, lower scoring games in their last couple. But man, breaking through with a couple of goals just by playing good crosses into the mix, into dangerous areas. That's one thing that you can't overlook. Sousa. Dispossessed, but he did have some space. Well won back by North Texas SC. So that last goal, the third for the Tacoma Defiance, was an own goal, last being touched by North Texas SC's Alejandro Urzua. Interesting matchup. 2 own goals coming for North Texas SC, just a tough break. However, the Tacoma Defiance have done an excellent job throughout this match of just sending dangerous crosses into the mix with players running on. It's because they've been getting the ball forward so quickly that North Texas SC isn't able to get numbers behind the ball to head those crosses out. Instead, North Texas is running at their own goal in transition defense, and then trying to redirect it away from goal is so difficult as that ball is coming across the 6. So Tacoma Defiance have done an excellent job of recognizing those transition moments. As here's a big shot fired off target over the end line. Starfire Stadium really coming alive on this Sunday night. Some fans chanting. Not quite able to tell what they're chanting, but some fans certainly excited about this performance for the Tacoma Defiance, up 3-0 here in the 56th minute. But here's a dangerous pass, forced to be cleared away. But the Tacoma Defiance have been able to come up with a pair of own goals because they're doing such a good job in their transition attack. They're getting the ball forward quickly and then swinging crosses in before the North Texas SC defense can get set and get numbers behind the ball. That's why North Texas hasn't been able to head it up and away from goal, because they're running at their own net, trying to get back in time when the cross is sent in. You're facing your own goal when it's coming across the 6. It's so tough to get the right body position to then redirect it out. In trying to just make any contact with the ball, there have just unfortunately been those 2 times where North Texas SC has touched it towards their own goal and it's gone in. But credit to the Tacoma Defiance for taking advantage of those transition attack opportunities, recognizing when the defense isn't set, and then just attacking and swinging dangerous balls into dangerous areas. Now, North Texas SC going to need a big response here as that ball is cleared away towards the far side. This is a team that has quality, has a lot of talent, has had a couple of matches recently where they have been so close to getting the victory and just unfortunately given up goals on just individual errors, late game situations. They've just been so close to taking 3 points and have had a couple where they just felt like that last goal was given away. Now here is North Texas, a shot on frame, but it's off target. North Texas making a substitution as well. A couple of subs being made here in the second half. Both teams making some changes. Alex Araneda is going to enter the match now for Hope Avayavu. Araneda is a 6'3" midfielder out of Montclair, California. Signed an MLS Next Pro contract back in February of 2022. Played last season in 13 matches, had 1 assist. So a player who has some of that MLS Next Pro experience. A player who certainly can make an impact, and this North Texas SC team is going to look to make an impact in the midfield. Now Hope Avayavu is just coming back from a thigh injury, so not quite in 90-minute game shape, according to Coach Kano. He is a player who's super crafty on the ball, really dynamic, dangerous in 1v1 situations, and also really great in his distribution. In last week's matchup, Avayavu had just an absolutely clinical assist where he flicked the ball over the head of a defender, was able to serve it up to a teammate. It was just such a really great technical moment. You can just see that absolutely brilliant touch that he has. Unfortunately, though, just still trying to work his fitness up a little bit and get back into that 90-minute game shape after dealing with a thigh injury for more than a month. Goal kick coming. Big ball being sent forward by Castro. This portion of the match is brought to you by Wafed Bank. Crush your financial goals with free checking from the best bank. Fans not happy with the call here, as it's going to be a throw-in here on the near side. Sousa, California native, throws it down into the corner. Good piece of defending there from North Texas SC as Miglietti trying to break through. Tacoma back in possession. DeRoma under a little bit of pressure, does well to get it back. Now North Texas SC trying to hold their line a little bit higher. Look for this moment to press, as Tacoma doesn't quite have it under control here, just looking to collect it. Big ball played over the top, and it's headed away. Eyestone comes well off his line, just to the edge of the 18, uses his head to clear that one over the touchline. A smart play by the North Texas SC keeper. As you come to the edge of the 18, you get into that danger zone where you could potentially earn yourself a card if you do take that handball by, or if you do rather reach that arm and somehow cross over the 18-yard box. It's a handball. Piece of skill there on the far side. So heading it away, maybe the safer choice, as he was just coming to the edge of the area. It sounds like fans in the stands at Starfire Stadium are chanting, "We want Chris." Ball sent across the box, sent back into the mix. Tacoma still in possession. They're going to just swing it all the way back. And North Texas looking for those moments to press. Rodriguez gets it back. Rodriguez plays it across. DeRoma, or not DeRoma, Rothrock rather. Couple of good passes, ball on the far side now. Give and go. Good ball movement here by the Defiance. Can they get another breakthrough? Crossing in, cleared away. Brought down by Sousa. Good defending by North Texas SC. Whistle does blow. It's going to be a North Texas kick coming. I mentioned Carl Sainty, now into the match for North Texas SC. He's a player to keep an eye on. Coach Kano very complimentary when talking about him. He just got the international experience, starting in 3 matches for Haiti during Gold Cup play. Was acquired on a permanent transfer back in November, joining the team late in the season last year, but a player who this group is happy to welcome back and is hoping can make an impact here in the midfield, especially in this second half. A couple of passes for North Texas SC. Now another player who Coach Kano is looking to step up is Pablo Torre. The type of player you love to coach is how Coach Kano described him. He scored 4 goals last season, but just hadn't quite been able to break through this season. That is until the team's last matchup. He scored a really pretty goal against LAFC 2. It was his first of the season, Torre got a ball played forward, was able to run on in a 1v1 situation, beat the goalkeeper, just showed great composure in his finishing on that goal. So Torre able to break through for the first time. Coach Cano believes that could potentially get him going for more goals down the stretch. Seeing that ball go into the back of the net certainly does a lot for a player's confidence. Coach Cano hoping that will happen for Pablo Torre. Now he's a player who he felt like maybe was forcing it a little bit too much early in the season, trying to do a lot as Sousa goes down here towards the end line. Whistle does blow. Looked momentarily like there might be a card come out. It doesn't, however. It is going to be a kick just inside of the pitch, just near the end line. So dangerous area, similar to a corner kick in terms of the approach for the Tacoma Defiance, because it is so close to the end line. You're sending it across, or you can opt to play a short ball as Sousa is right there ready to receive it should Rothrock decide to play it to him on the ground, possibly look for a different angle. Sousa could take a touch inside the 18, look to take a strike on goal. North Texas lining up just two players in the wall, just a foot or so inside of the pitch, just a foot or so away from the end line. Couple players across the box. Rothrock plays it short. Sousa chips it in. Touched away by North Texas. Big ball forward. Headed back to Castro. Takes a touch, calmly picks it up and rolls it out. Redistributes. Now the Defiance come here on the near side, switching fields. Good ball movement here by the home side, still dominating possession for the most part, more than 58.5% of possession has been dominated by the home side. But again, North Texas taking more shots overall, just not able to get more shots on frame. That's the big difference there, 9 shots, but the volume is not necessarily what results in goals. So just 1 shot on target so far for North Texas SC. They'll have to look to be more clinical in their attacking third if they want to try to get one on the board and start chipping away at this lead. Foul there just around the middle of the pitch. Brunel grabbing, it looked like one of his ankles, but he does get back up. It's going to be a Tacoma Defiance kick coming here. Now Brunel, just an awesome story of an academy player earning time and really making his mark in MLS Next Pro. Just 16 years old, the 5'9" midfielder earned his first assist in the Quakes 2 game. Great touch, Sousa fires, but it's wide. Good piece of skill there by Sousa. He did a good job of cutting inside, kept that ball on a string, was able to keep the defender away and then find that space to get the shot off. Just he over-rotated his hips and ended up curling that one well past the near post. But Brunel won a national championship with Seattle's Crossfire Premier Soccer Club 2007 ECNL team. Really has impressed this coaching staff with his soccer IQ, his technical ability, and the positive attitude that Coach Weber described as exactly what you want from a young player. Also, he's proficient with both feet, which is something that is super important. So he's a player who deserves a lot of kudos for coming in and really being able to fit in seamlessly with this Defiance team. Ball bouncing around here. Tacoma back with it. Defiance had it around the edge of the 18, but they'll send it all the way back. Couple good passes, Rodriguez. Just missed touches there. Texas have it. Texas SC with a couple of nice passes in their defensive third, but still a tough area. Nice piece of skill. Tough area to work it out of. Danger coming. Collision just outside the 18. The Defiance back with it. Roma steps on it. Some physical play there on that far side. Ball goes all the way back. Castro out to Ovalle. Just an errant pass. Chanting started up again at Starfire Stadium. We want Chris appears to be the chant. Georgie Manungu has stepped onto the pitch for the Tacoma Defiance. Subbing in here just around the 68th minute. 5'10" midfielder, playing in his 11th match of the season. Signed an MLS Next Pro contract in January. Spent a majority of 2022 on loan with the Defiance as well. Played 18 matches last season, including both postseason fixtures. So, a player who also knows this system very well, certainly comfortable with this group, and an important substitution made here as they will look to close this one out in the last about 22 minutes.
Making an exchange for North Texas, leaving again number 7, Palaza, replaced by number 34.
North Texas making a substitution as well. Nairobi Vargas entering the pitch, replacing Yekar Perlaza. Vargas, a native of Honduras, has played in 11 matches coming into tonight. This now his 12th. Just 17 years old, however, has competed with the U17 national team. So has some high-level experience. Joined the FC Dallas Academy in 2017. Scored 3 goals in the 2023 Adidas Generations Cup for the U17s. Was in a 6-way tie for the Golden Boot in that competition thanks to his efforts. Exciting to see him get this opportunity at the professional level this evening. A very fiery group of fans in the stands at Starfire Park. This portion of the match is brought to you by the PLL Up Tribe of Indians, a proud supporter of the Tacoma Defiance. Whistle blows. That is going to be a foul here just in the defensive third for the Tacoma Defiance. They opt to play it short. They'll send it out on that far side. Tacoma still solidly in possession. Another interesting thing, though, while they have had the ball at their feet more, North Texas has fired more shots. They've also had more final third entry passes, so that means passes forward where they're able to get it into their attacking third. They have the edge quite a bit, meaning that they are successful in getting the ball up the field. They've been successful in creating chances to take shots. They just haven't been able to create that great quality goal-scoring chance, or the finish, that last touch hasn't quite been there. So still some opportunity for North Texas SC to get on the board here through the final 20. A lot of additional substitutions being made here through the last 20. Christopher Aquino making his way into the match. Getting ready to make his way into the match, rather. Here comes North Texas. Shot fired high. It'll be a goal kick coming for Jacob Castro. Now this Tacoma Defiance team going to play a lot of hard defense here down the stretch because getting a shutout is super important to this group. Tacoma Defiance have shut out opponents in their last 2 matches while earning 1-0 victories over both Austin FC 2 and Houston Dynamo 2. There's also a little added incentive for this group. Head coach Wade Weber said he tried to come up with some way to incentivize his team to play hard defense and to earn shutouts, so he decided to bake them banana bread as a prize for earning a shutout. When they earn 1 shutout, they earn 2 banana breads. When they earn a second straight shutout, they earn 3 banana breads, and then the number of banana breads continues to grow. So if they were to shut out North Texas SC tonight, the Tacoma Defiance players would earn themselves 4 loaves of banana bread from head coach Wade Weber. Had an awesome conversation with Coach Weber, as we do have a couple of substitutions being made here. We talked about just how much fun it has been coaching this team. He said they have team dinners. They do one early in the season. They just had one last week, kind of a mid-season gathering for the team. And he hosts them at his house. He said it's so much fun seeing the players come together, the different players being able to show their personalities. He said so many of the individuals on this team are so funny, just are fun-loving people that he genuinely enjoys being around. And just a really fun tradition this group has built is getting loaves of banana bread as a prize for earning shutouts. So if they were to earn a 3rd straight shutout tonight, that's 4 loaves. So Coach said it's just been something so funny his players have really latched onto. He said they come to practice, they get ready for these games, and they're talking about, Coach, 3 loaves, 3 loaves, 4 loaves, 4 loaves, Coach. We're going to do it today. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. If this Tacoma Defiance team does earn a shutout, there's going to be some excitement behind the scenes from these players. Just so much fun to see. Awesome work by Coach Weber to keep his players motivated to play tough defense, which isn't necessarily easy to do because the players who score goals, the excitement up in front of goal, that's what often gets the accolades. It's the stuff that shows up in the highlights, that shows up on the score sheet, but the defensive effort just as important, and this Tacoma team has really locked it down the stretch of the season. Coach Weber mentioned that early in the season, maybe the second game, they earned a shutout against Real Monarchs, and then they didn't have a shutout for a long time. So he thought to himself, what's a way that I can just add a little bit of extra incentive, a little bit of extra fun for playing good defense? It apparently has worked because 2 straight shutouts now looking for their 3rd are the Tacoma Defiance. Tough play there on the far side. North Texas SC trying to win it back. Scramble for the ball there. A couple of tough challenges. Now Rose tries to work it out. Now for North Texas SC, their head coach Javier Cano also really complimentary in terms of the types of people, the character of the players on his team as well. He mentioned it's so much fun to coach this group. There's a lot of different languages being spoken amongst the group. As they're under a little bit of pressure here, ball cleared up. Still not quite out. North Texas trying to collect that one out on the far touchline. This portion of the match is brought to you by your Western Washington Toyota dealers, a proud supporter of Tacoma Defiance. Throw in on the far side for Tacoma. They play that ball way up the field. North Texas trying to win it back. Good tackle one there. Good piece of defending from Sainty in his first match back in more than a month. North Texas now on the attack. Cutting back. Shot fired, blocked. Still rolling around, but Castro will pick it up. Tacoma now sending it out towards the far side. Pedro Rodriguez just receiving that ball. He just subbed into the match a couple moments ago, making his Tacoma Defiance debut. Big moment for Pedro Rodriguez. Brazilian side back on June 7th was not eligible to play until receipt of his international transfer certificate, which happens once the transfer window opens. The secondary transfer window of the season takes place from July 5th through August 2nd. That's across MLS and MLS Next Pro. So you may see some movement amongst these MLS Next Pro teams, adding players in about the next month. That one well won back. Araneda did well to win that one for North Texas. Now for North Texas, one of Coach Javier Cano's favorite things about this group is the sense of camaraderie, despite the fact that his players speak a multitude of languages. He's got players that speak Spanish, English, Portuguese, maybe a couple of other languages in the mix. So he said he likes to try to switch around. He'll speak different languages, try to make dad jokes, and just get his players laughing, get them riled up a little bit at practice. He said they really enjoy it and take to it quite a bit. So awesome to hear that the North Texas SC group still having a lot of fun and bridging cultures as well, which is such an important piece of MLS Next Pro and MLS as well. this league attracting more and more international players, which really speaks to the quality at both the MLS and MLS Next Pro level, that you're seeing international players from South America, from Europe, and from all parts of the world coming here and wanting to play American soccer. So really cool to see now the diversity amongst these teams and these coaching staffs really working to try to bring the group together, and that's something that's been really important for Coach Cano in North Texas SC. As they try to get on the board here late in this game. Looking for that corner, but it's defended well. Collision, whistle blows. It's going to be a North Texas SC kick. A little bit of extracurriculars in the contact there on the far side. So North Texas SC getting a kick in a pretty dangerous area. It is towards the touchline, but in their attacking third where they could send this ball into the 18, into a dangerous spot. Once you put it in the mix with the ball bouncing around, 2 goals have come off own goals because the Defiance just sent a ball into a dangerous area that was tough to handle. Now could North Texas SC respond in a similar way? From that touchline, you want to try to send it across into the 18. You want to lead your teammates so they can run onto it towards goal and just look to redirect it on frame. North Texas with the kick. Cross and in, it's beautifully placed, bounces, and no one touches it. North Texas did collect, but the whistle blows. Garcia was trying to set that one back up, but there is a hard foul inside the 18. And Gio Miglietti is on the ground, not getting up quite yet. Hopefully he's okay. And the yellow card was given to Henry Santos for North Texas SC. Brazilian joined the club on loan from Palmeiras in January. Played 3 seasons for the Brazilian club, made 20 appearances, registered more than 1,500 minutes while scoring 3 goals. Santos also is part of the Brazilian U17 youth national team that won the 2019 FIFA U17 World Cup. Started in all 17 matches of that competition, 7 matches of that competition as well. Some pressure coming here from North Texas. All cleared away. Tough contact there right around the center circle. No whistle. Play on. Tacoma. Good patience there. Great skill from DeRoma. Just really smart in his decision making. That's something that stands out. Just always so composed, under control, has great tactical abilities in terms of keeping the ball close while picking his head up and able to see the field so well. He's such an important piece of this midfield. Sometimes the 6 gets a little bit overlooked. Ball slotted forward, Tacoma. Just a swing and a miss there for Miglietti. This portion of the match is brought to you by the Buildup Tribe of Indians, a proud supporter of the Tacoma Defiance. North Texas SC back with it though, able to avert the pressure there in those last couple moments. Tacoma still holding their line pretty high, leading by 3 goals in the 81st minute. You see the pressure here, looking for those moments when they should press high. Now each team and coaching staff has different triggers they want their teams to look for. Whether it be a pass back to the goalkeeper or more than one pass amongst the center backs, look to step forward, a bad touch maybe. They have certain triggers that these teams look for and they want to identify as being those moments to step, to press high, and to look to put teams under in their defensive third. Now Tacoma though comfortably with the ball. And a couple more substitutions getting ready to be made as well. Whistle blows, it's going to be a free kick coming for the Defiance. Couple of substitutions being made. Anthony Ramirez is going to step onto the pitch for North Texas SC, replacing Alejandro Urzua here in just a moment. Ramirez, a player who has been very impactful for North Texas SC, one of the rising stars throughout the season. He was named the MLS Next Pro Rising Star of Matchday 11, was also up for the honor just last week, his 2 goals and 2 assists on the season. Now Juan Alvarez making his debut for the Tacoma Defiance. Another sub just inserted moments ago. And on the ball immediately, cross sent in. Alvarez replacing Snyder Brunel. Academy product, making his presence felt here throughout this match for the Defiance. Push there on the far side. Flag up, whistle blows, clear contact there. It's going to be a free kick coming for the Tacoma Defiance. Now Juan Alvarez making his debut. The 18-year-old Sounders FC Academy product was on loan in Austria. He's been in Austria since February about, or at least that's when he was officially loaned there. Made his first appearance for Tacoma during the 2021 season before playing in 23 matches last season, had 2 goals and 2 assists. So a player not new to the club, but new this season, making his debut at the moment. Tacoma, Washington native as well, playing in his hometown in this one. Free kick sent into the box. High at the edge of the 18. Second ball won by North Texas. Trying to get it out, but Tacoma back in possession. Defiance back with the ball. Send it all the way back. Ball comes all the way out wide. Nice tackle there by Santos. Good pressure, but the Defiance able to withstand. A really great game played by the Tacoma Defiance midfield. They have just been controlling the tempo. Dangerous chance here coming for Tacoma. Shot fired just wide. It was a great look for the Defiance. Looking for their 4th. That's just great work there on the far side. Then the ball does just land at the foot of a Defiance player who just sends it wide of the post, but a great chance for the home side. They want to make it 4. This team not taking their foot off the gas for a second. Also a number of substitutions into the match, looking to make their presence felt, looking to make an impact, impress their coaches while getting this playing time. That was Miglietti, I believe, who took that last shot. Trying to win the ball back was Aquino. Yellow card delivered here. Pondeca receiving it.
Yellow card was issued to North Texas number 27, Thomas Pondeca.
Goal kick coming. Off the foot of Eyestone, he plays it short. Now this portion of the match is brought to you by Providence Swedish, official healthcare partner of Seattle Sounders and Tacoma Defiance. North Texas SC not letting up though, still looking to get on the board here in the closing moments of the match. Great piece of skill, beautifully done. Ball played forward. North Texas trying to get on the board, cleared away. Great defensive effort by the Tacoma Defiance. Dangerous chance and a dangerous look for North Texas. Sainty connects with Araneda. Ball played forward. A little 1-2 touch. Cleared away. Tacoma putting a lot of numbers behind the ball. Look at all the black 11 players behind where the ball is, really packing it inside the 18 as that one's cleared away by Tacoma. They're getting so many numbers inside the box because they don't want to allow North Texas SC any chance for penetration, any chance to get that ball inside. They pack a lot of numbers in. They allow North Texas to have the flanks. When they do try to swing crosses in, Tacoma Defiance has numbers there to just clear it away, and that's exactly what they've been doing here down this recent stretch. Playing super compact, super structured. This is a really organized team that's strong defensively, as we do have a whistle and a hard foul here. A chance coming for North Texas SC on the free kick inside their attacking third. North Texas still not taking their foot off the gas down the stretch. Can they put one in? Player down at the middle of the pitch, just outside the 18. Pondeka gets back up. Thomas Pondeka, one of the really special stories on this North Texas team, signed an MLS Next Pro contract in February after attending open tryouts. Just the 5th player to be signed to the team after attending an open tryout. Scored in 2 of the 3 preseason matches as well, so just came in and really made his presence felt. Really cool to see players who are just able to come to an open tryout and now get this chance to try to make the pros. That's what MLS Next Pro is all about. The shot sent on goal, bounces just wide. Another good-looking chance for North Texas SC, but man, they have struggled to keep these shots on frame. This wasn't a bad-looking free kick. Now first, you see number 50 run over the ball to try to throw off the goalkeeper and the defenders, make it look like he's going to swing through that with his left foot before the other player then runs and takes a strike on his right. And that ball had enough pace. It was whipped in pretty hard, but just not on frame. One of the struggles for this North Texas SC team, just one shot on target in this match. The 4th official has indicated 2 minutes of stoppage time will be added on past 90. North Texas on the attack. Tacoma wins it back. Transition moment. Miglietti trying to get it off his foot. Quino plays it forward. Alvarez trying to run it down. Whistle blows though. Now Tacoma Defiance win their 4th straight if they can close this one out here in the last 2 minutes. Good piece of defending there on that far side. Ball just goes over the end line after a tough physical battle. Good work rate by both players on both sides. Could be a huge victory for the Tacoma Defiance with a win here this evening. That would improve their unbeaten streak to 6 matches. And they do have a couple of tough contests coming up on the road, playing both the LA squads in Southern California. Their next match on July 16th will be at LA Galaxy 2. And then they had to play at LAFC2, a team that has started to get a little bit of momentum, scored some goals in their last couple of matches, just tied North Texas SC just a week ago, but still back-to-back road contests coming ahead for the Tacoma Defiance, and they'll look to keep this hot streak alive through the month of July. Tacoma in possession, just looking to close out these last couple of seconds. All you want to do in this situation is keep the ball possessed. Don't let your opponents get it. Try to get it up the field as high as possible. Now for North Texas SC, they'll host Houston Dynamo 2 in their next matchup. Or they face Houston Dynamo 2 in their next matchup. They host Sporting Kansas City 2 and Timbers 2 following that. Houston Dynamo 2, a team that's been in the mix, much like North Texas SC. Now, the middle of MLS Next Pro play in the Western Conference has been a free-for-all. Anyone can win on any given day. Just a couple of points have been separating teams in spots 4 through 10. Whistle blows, that is going to be a foul, and the indication is that is the final whistle. The final score, the Tacoma Defiance win it 3-0 on their home field, a huge victory, improving their win streak to 4. They took down 2 of the top teams in the Western Conference in the last month, beating Austin FC 2, taking down Colorado Rapids 2, and now they improve their win streak to 4 matches with a defeat of North Texas SC. Now tonight's man of the match is Paul Rothrock of the Tacoma Defiance and is presented by Adidas. Rothrock, just with excellent work to beat his defender, using his body to get between the defender and the ball, got that touch first before goalkeeper Julian Eystone was able to get there, just chipped it over his head with a great piece of skill. Just good composure by Paul Rothrock, great work rate, and good use of his body and positioning to get to that ball first and put that one away. Paul Rothrock for the Tacoma Defiance, your man of the match, presented by Adidas. Just a great effort by Tacoma. Their unbeaten streak improves to 6 matches, their hot play continuing into the month of July. Appreciate you being with us here on MLSNextPro.com. On behalf of our entire broadcast crew, I'm Kylan Mills. Once again, the final score, the Tacoma Defiance 3, North Texas SC 0. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. Have a great night and have a wonderful week.
This copyrighted broadcast of MLS Next Pro may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcasted without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.